Here we go again. I haven't watched one of these in like 4 days, I guess. I've been watching, for the past like several weeks, I've been watching like one a day, every day. So taking a break, that was probably a good thing, especially after watching two in a day the last 2 days. Those terrible stories. I couldn't stop laughing at myself when I was editing those, like just how angry I got at this dumb, stupid show. But you know, the weirdest thing, I almost feel excited to watch this. I don't know why. I hate this show. I hate every character. I hate the world. I hate every story. For some reason, I'm just like, nope. I think it's just like I like the whole process, just the editing. And then laughing at how terrible it is. Like that's honestly what I'm hoping for. It's just, it's so bad it's funny. That's all I want right now. I just want to laugh at something that's so bad it's funny. Though I'm probably... I'm gonna hate this episode though, because it's called Too Many Pinkie Pies. I can only end in pain. Ugh. And it's like the wedding thingy's like built up a story, and it's like, okay, if they keep continuing like this, you know, maybe it could go somewhere. It could be interesting. And then they just threw all of that out the fucking window with this stupid crystal thing. Like, come on. It was so bad. It was so bad. So she's practicing magic, and Pinkie Pie's an asshole. Wait, and they just killed a bird. The bird's an orange. Okay, just Pinkie Pie being dumb. Is that the same? That's the same whip sound effect from Lego Indiana Jones. At least it sounded the same. Whatever. This is like the epitome of just random nothing filler. There's really nothing to say about this episode based on the cold open. It's just Pinkie Pie trying to... Like what? Pinkie Pie just thinks she has to have fun with everyone? I don't know. So she can't have enough fun. That's the plot. So she has to choose between two friends. And that's it. Is that this episode? This really is just more nothingness. Okay, and now she's gonna duplicate herself somehow. This is just straight up pain. Please die. I don't know what to say. It's like, oh my gosh. It's oh my gosh. It's like someone was bashing my head in with a bat, and now they're bashing in my head with two hats. I have nothing to say. This is just baby nothingness. There's no story, there's no character development, there's no world building, no stakes, no anything. What, so she's gonna duplicate herself again? There's nothing to talk about. There's literally just nothing to talk about. It's just pain. At this point, the bats are crushing my head so fast that it's just grinding my brain guts into a fine paste. Oh my gosh, why? Oh, they're all just gonna keep duplicating. This is like a really shitty version of Double Dipper. Like in that episode, a bunch of characters were introduced, because it was really early on in the show. And it was a really interesting like bit of character development between Dipper and Wendy, and Dipper making a big realization. And I guess Pinkie Pie is gonna make a realization, but then at the same time, this is literally just Pinkie Pie's ridiculous antics. There's nothing to break it up. I have nothing to say. I've said nothing at all, and there is nothing to say. It's just been the same exact scene, just with an increasing number of Pinkie Pies. That's it. You can't be serious. What? She's just gonna find a spell to counteract the legend thing. Hidden passageway? Okay then. It's oddly mysterious thing for this one random episode. Whatever. So they just have to figure out the real one. It's the one that makes you want to kill yourself the most. Oh my god. The background is it's just all of them, just this constant high-pitched bouncing and squealing. It's the most grating noise. What? She is the real one? Okay, so now it's, instead of Pinkie Pie's dumb antics, it's gonna be them trying to figure out who the real one is. Doing the test thing. Oh my god. How much longer can this torture last?
Lose our real Pinkie Pie?
I think that'd be an improvement if they lost all of them. Just cause mass pink genocide. It's just this constant noise. They're just constantly saying fun, I think. And it sounds even higher pitched than normal. It's just this constant ringing. Oh my gosh, it finally stopped. That was so just... There wasn't anything funny about that as like a gag. You know, I made a comparison a while ago, comparing this show to watching paint dry. You know, it could be watching paint dry, and now it's literally watching paint dry. Are you fucking kidding me? Literally watching paint dry. Oh, there's something. Oh my, a hoof with fingers. Okay, that's fucking weird. What the It's like some kind of realistic horse-looking thing instead of a cartoonish drawing. Oh, so they found the real one finally? Oh my god. Okay. What? So you have to spend time with different friends. There's the lesson. Pure torture. You're joking. You're actually joking. Just when I thought this couldn't get any worse. Are you kidding me? So this episode starts out, Pinkie's like has to choose between two friends to who she wants to hang out with, and then Twilight accidentally tells her about this spell that lets her be like make a copy of herself, and so then she can be in two places at once, but then she wants to be in three places at once, and then she copies herself again, and then they copy themselves, and then there's like a gaffillion bajillion Pinkies, and then they start like terrorizing the town because they're too happy, and then Twilight finds out, realizes that if she has a test to see which one of them can literally stare at a wall of drying paint the longest, whichever one will stare at that the longest is the real one, and then she can send back all the other ones with some kind of counter spell. And the lesson is that you have to choose between which friend you want to hang out with sometimes. I barely said anything in this one. I probably said less in this one than like any of the other ones, because there's just nothing to say. It's just dumb Pinkie antics. Well, then again, that's like saying green grass. It's like all grass is green. All Pinkie's antics are dumb and fucking annoying. Oh, that's another thing. Like the voices are annoying in all these things. There's like the occasional side character whose voice isn't too bad, but that's it. But in this one, it's like there's a bunch of scenes where you have a ton of Pinkie Pies running around, and they're all making that dumb bouncing noise whenever they take a step, and so it's just this constant just bouncing high-pitched noise, and they're constantly just saying fun over and over again in this like really obnoxious high-pitched voice, and it's just this constant drone of just fun. I was like, it was just grating. It's just so grating on my ears. There is absolutely nothing to talk about with this one. Absolutely nothing. There's no story. There's no character development, world building, unique lessons, interesting perspectives, funny jokes, interesting animation. I mean, really, there's not one redeeming quality of this. The only conceivable way that I can think of that someone would like this is if they just like the character, and in that case you could have them literally just standing there running around a tree, and they would find that entertaining just because they like the character. I give this episode you know what? I give this a 1.5 out of 10 because the audio was so grating. I give this a 2 if the audio wasn't painful to listen to. 1.5 out of 10. Fuck this episode. And I started out before I watched this. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna watch this terrible thing, and it's gonna be so bad it's funny. And now I'm just like depressed and irritated, which ironically is like the opposite of what this character Pinkie Pie is supposed to do. She's supposed to the whole fucking thing is that she's supposed to make people happy, and she just makes me want to die.